Happy day after Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I am just starting my morning. I was actually going to come on here earlier because I was ready for coffee about a half an hour ago, but I decided to do other stuff so that I could get on here at 10 o'clock like I promised. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I went to the store this morning because I have to do some meal preps, and I found this. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It is vanilla spice eggnog. So I figured, why not? We'll try make a cortado with that this morning. I might have to jump out of the camera in a few seconds. I have things going in my oven and on my stove. I have meal prep going on today. You can see I have vegetables sitting on the counter. But today is meal prep day. And so I am doing like 10 things at once. And I guess I should turn the machine on. So if you're making coffee with the Breville Barista Express, first step, turn on the machine. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get that coffee ground. The coffee that I'm using today is actually for the coffee giveaway in December, which I'm really excited about. I got to try it early. The Artistic Bean in Fort Smith, Arkansas. They actually are gifting a bag away for the month of December. Little sneak peek of what we have coming. I also have a cup another cup that is from KJ Wood and Clay. This is it's an espresso cup from KJ Wood and Clay, and they are also gifting this cup in December. So let's talk about November's giveaway. For November, I am partnered with Round Mountain Coffee in Conway, Arkansas, and they are giving the Wachota bag of coffee. So that will go to our winner this month. And also KJ Wood and Clay handcrafted mug. That will be in the giveaway. So if you haven't entered the giveaway yet, make sure you enter the giveaway on freeontheroad.com. I do have the link to the giveaway on all of my socials as well. So if you want the direct link, you can go directly to it. But make sure you enter so you can get the free coffee and the free mug. This mug is really cool. It's like a heavy duty coffee mug. It would be like, it's like a warmie when you want a cup of coffee in the morning, a warm cup of coffee. I bet there's a lot of people on today because it's Black Friday. Have you guys seen any Black Friday deals that are worth it? I've never been like a huge Black Friday shopping person, but I do love online shopping. I am not a crowds person. I've never been a crowds person. My best friend in Vegas always used to get up. I don't know, maybe she still does. My husband and I were talking about this, if it was still a thing, if people still got up early and waited outside the door on Black Friday. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe that's why I don't have as many viewers this morning. Normally, I probably have about 20 viewers by now and nobody's on. So maybe you guys are all Black Friday shopping, or you're all eating out and you're sleeping in because it's a day off. I don't know. Some people have days off the day after Thanksgiving. I noticed one of my banks was closed, but the other one wasn't. So, I mean, I know some places are closed and some places are open. I'm not going to make this a super long live this morning. I am just going to make my eggnog cortado, and then I'm going to get on with my day unless a bunch of you come in and have some questions. But if not, I am not going to make this super long. I just heated up my cortado cup by pulling a shot of water through my espresso head to warm up the Breville machine. If you have any questions or tips and tricks that you want me to tell you while we're going, I can always do that. I'm going to go ahead and dump that water out, and then we will pull that shot. I already have measured out 18 grams of espresso grinds into my portafilter here, and we are going to go ahead and pull a shot. I do everything manually. This morning I was lazy and I pulled my friend's shot automatic, and it pulled just fine. But I do all mine manually just because I like to know where I'm at. You don't have to do it manually. You can just press the 2-cup button. But if you are going to do that, I would highly recommend reprogramming your machine, because I know that the pre-programmed amount that comes in the Breville is a little bit too much. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this shot and let you guys watch me this morning. Zero out my scale. Sometimes if I don't have my scale in the right spot, it's persnickety, but I fixed it. That was about a 7-second extraction. I know it's hard to see. It's dark in here today. My lights aren't on, so. I have my lights on. I don't know why it's so dark in here today. Maybe it's just because it's a little overcast. Maybe the windows aren't open. So sorry, it's a little darker. But there we go. We're at 27. Perfect. It pulled 37.7 at 32 seconds. So that's a pretty tasty shot. That's with the artistic bean this morning. That's what I have in there. I am going to look at how beautiful it is. I know you guys like seeing that. That's why you're here, right? Is for the coffee. Oh, it smells heavenly. Oh, it's so round. It's such a good espresso. I could just drink the Doppio, but I really want to have an eggnog latte this morning. Like I'd said, I found this vanilla spice eggnog this morning when I was running errands, and I figured, hey, why not? Let's try it out. As I was talking about Black Friday, my phone keeps popping up with Black Friday deals. Is anybody doing any Black Friday shopping today? And do you do Black Friday shopping in person or do you do it online? I always wonder. I don't do it in person. Can't open it, guys. No eggnog for you. I need pliers or something to open it. There we go. The vanilla flavor is pretty good on that. I already have a couple ounces of my oat milk in here. I normally do 1-to-1 ratio when I'm doing my cortados or even my, my scale's so dirty I can't see it, or even my lattes, because that way it's not too sweet. So if you like it really sweet, you could always just do pure eggnog if you wanted, but to me that's a little bit too sweet. About 2.5 ounces of that, and I had about 2.5 ounces of oat milk. I didn't measure the oat milk earlier. Sometimes if you wipe the scale, it's a glass scale, you wipe it with the cloth, and then it like leaves marks on it, and it's hard to read. So I had to clean my scale so I can use it again next time. All right. I swear I clean this counter every day, and it always looks like a mess. I don't even know how I get so much coffee everywhere. Maybe it's because of this new tamper that I have. I need a tamper station so everything has a place to go, you know? I feel like sometimes that's the biggest problem, and I think that's the biggest problem in any house that is a disaster, is just not having the proper storage space. So today's coffee is Artistic Bean from Fort Smith, Arkansas. The roast that I have is actually their house roast. I think it was called the Hiker Roast, or was it just Artistic? No, it's called their Signature Studio Blend. It's a dark blend, Arabica. I love their coffee because it's organic and it's specialty. So getting specialty organic coffee is actually kind of hard to come by. So I do love that about their coffee. All right, let me get my milk steamed up here. I can always tell when it makes a funny noise. I'm not holding it right, so I gotta like get it in the right spot. There we go. Does anybody on have one of these Breville Barista Expresses that's like watching me today? I always wonder, like, sometimes I feel like the milk wand doesn't fully pressurize up. Today it's doing it fine, but I have done a couple where the milk wand doesn't fully pressurize up, so it is really hard to get it to froth properly. I was wondering, I had one of my viewers say he had the Bambino, and I was reading about the Bambino, and they said it's an auto milk frother, and I'm wondering if that one milk froths it, if it gets a froth just right for pouring a drink, or if it's not, if it doesn't get it right. Because I know a lot of people, I have actually had a lot of messages about the Breville Barista Express and the steaming of the milk, and how people are frustrated with steaming it and getting the microfoam. And I wonder if like the Bambino does it automatically. I was reading that the new Breville Barista Touch actually is supposed to do it automatically. So you just put your jug in there and it does it for you. I think that would save a lot of headache, because the hardest part of latte art is the frickin' froth, man. If you don't get the froth right, you can't pour anything. Good morning, Cruz. I'm just on here for a little bit today. I don't have a whole lot of time. I have a lot on my schedule, but I figure I was making an eggnog latte, actually an eggnog cortado, and I figured I would jump on and just say happy day after Thanksgiving, and see if anybody had plans for Black Friday. I have like a whole bunch of stuff going on in my kitchen, and I have a timer going off in 50 seconds. So in 50 seconds, I might have to walk away from the camera. See, I got a pretty beautiful froth this morning. There's a couple big bubbles in there because in the beginning, like I said, it had made a funny noise. I wasn't hitting the surface properly, but I can get a bunch of those to mix in. Okay, here we go. I guess sometimes I don't have the camera at the right angle. You guys just got to tell me sometimes if you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I do find if I get a nice base kind of like that, it's a lot easier to pour the actual latte art on top. Except for this morning, it's not wanting to spread out for me for whatever reason. Well, it didn't latte art, but man, I got a beautiful foam. I don't know if you can see that. I got a beautiful foam. Oh, that vanilla eggnog is pretty tasty. Okay, guys. I have to check some stuff in the oven. So I have a whole bunch of stuff going on this morning. I do meal preps for the week. And I was hoping I'd have a bunch of this done before I jumped on, but I didn't. So I'm making some Mexican bowls. So I'm actually roasting some corn. And I'm making some, I already made some sausage and onions to go with pierogies. Do you know what pierogies are? I know this is not coffee related, but the only way I could jump on today is if I multitask. So you get a little of everything today. The little of the home kitchen with the coffee. That's why I make coffee at home, so I can work while I'm drinking. And I'll make another coffee later today so I can sit down and drink one at the couch when I'm relaxing. All right, I'm going to put that back in for a few minutes. I also have a meatloaf going here. I'm going to do meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I have sausage here. My potatoes are boiling for mashed potatoes. I have to check those real fast, and then I'll come back and drink my coffee and talk to you. Sorry, I don't normally multitask, but sometimes you just got to do it. Okay, let's check these potatoes. Oh, you know what? That timer wasn't even for the oven, guys. That timer was for my Mexican rice. This is what happens when you cook way too many things at once. Okay, so I also have some Mexican rice going here. I don't know if you can see this. I know it's not coffee, so sorry it's sidetracked, but look at this Mexican rice. So good. I put canned tomatoes in with the rice as it cooked, and then I put some chili powder and cumin with it, and I make like burrito bowls out of it. But that looks like it is done. Perfect. I wanted to have this stuff made before I got on with you guys so that it could be cooling off while I was talking. Because I do, I do meal preps for my husband. He's on the road. I would cover that, but this is a coffee channel. But anyway, I do meal preps and I put them in containers and freeze them. So I like to let it cool off before I package it and put it in the freezer. So I was trying to have it all done before I hopped on, but I didn't get it done fast enough. Back to coffee. Have you guys seen any cool Black Friday sales on espresso machines? I know I have an espresso machine. It works great and I absolutely love it, but it's like when it's something you really love, you want to just keep getting new stuff. I don't even know if I want a machine per se. What I really want is to look at Black Friday specials. What I think would be the best upgrade for me right now is the barista box. Do any of you have a Bang box right now where you can, because I feel like the biggest thing is I have this new tamper and I have nowhere to put it because it doesn't fit like the one that comes with the machine. As you guys know, just sits right here in the machine. So it was always out of my way, but now I don't have anywhere to put this one. So I think that was like the next investment for me is getting a Bang box. Christmas is coming, so I'm trying not to buy anything until after Christmas. Give my family a chance to get it for me. You know, trying to be nice like that. The older we get, the more that you just get the things that you want and you don't like wait for people to give it to you. So I'm going to top this off with a little extra eggnog because it tastes so delicious this morning. So if you watch my lives, normally I make at least one drink a day. I was going to do an Americano because I normally drink Americanos. Americanos are my number one go-to drink. I normally drink them black, actually. I normally just make a hot Americano in the morning. and drink it black. And the reason why I didn't do that, sorry, my brain, like, what do you call that when it just stops working? Anyway, the reason why I didn't do an Americano this morning is because this afternoon I have a new video dropping, and I am going to show you guys how to make Americanos on your Breville Barista Express 4 different ways. So you can make 2 different iced ones and 2 different hot ones for something fun and exciting. And I want you guys to check that out. So that's why I didn't do an Americano this morning. Plus, you see me make Americanos all the time. And this is probably going to be the last batch of eggnog I buy for a while. So I figured we should probably make an eggnog cortado with it. Cortados are my favorite. If I'm going to put milk in my espresso, a cortado is my favorite. I have to take my sweater off, guys. I have the oven going and I'm just like baking out. But cortados are my favorite because they don't have too much milk, so you can really taste the espresso. And if you have a really good coffee, just a little bit of, like, it's half milk and half espresso. So just a little bit of that tastes really good in it. This morning, for my friend that I met this morning, oh, look, you can even see my microphone after I take that off. I hope you can hear me. I have the microphone on. Maybe you can hear me better now that my sweater's not blocking it. Anyway, this morning for my friend, I made her a peppermint mocha. And I didn't try it, but it smelled so good. She said it was amazing. So anyway, I made a peppermint mocha this morning, and that's one of my favorite, like, another one of my favorite holiday drinks that I make. I don't know. I have said, if you follow me regularly, you know I don't drink a whole lot of sweet drinks. I make those more for my friends. I personally just like plain cortados or plain Americanos. A good cortado. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I had a lot of fun making coffee for my adult children that were here. We had a Thanksgiving feast, which was super fun, and I made a couple eggnog lattes. And I didn't video anything because I wasn't working, but I did really good with my latte art. I was so proud of myself. They looked amazing. When I gave them their cup, they were impressed at how good it looked. And of course, it tasted amazing. I had this artistic bean in the machine this weekend, or this Thanksgiving, so we got to enjoy the artistic bean. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, we enjoyed the artistic bean in the machine, and I was able to make, I love when my family comes over or friends come over and I can play with my machine and do more than one drink. Because, I mean, really, I can only drink one drink with milk a day, right? So it's really hard to fine tune your latte art when you can't drink 5 cups a day. I actually had a viewer message me a couple days ago, and he said, yeah, I just got my Breville Barista Express and I unwrapped it. And he's like, I'm already 5 coffees in today. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I was like, yeah, I feel you, man. When we first got our machine, we made so many drinks the first couple days. I was like, at one point I was shaking, but now now that we've had it for a while, I've tamed down how much coffee I drink every day. I'm wondering if any of you are coffee drinkers that watch, because sometimes I have people come in here that don't even drink coffee. They just stop into a coffee channel and they don't drink coffee. But if you drink coffee, how many coffees a day do you drink? Are you a 1 cup of coffee a day person? Like, one of my sisters, she only does 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it. She does a pour over in the morning, and that is her coffee for the day. If she even goes to a coffee shop, she doesn't even get coffee. She'll get like a chai or something like that. So, I mean, there's a lot of other drinks you can drink besides coffee, but in my opinion, why would you? You guys are quiet this morning. Normally I have a bunch of you on here talking back and forth, but I guess everybody's tired from overeating yesterday, or everybody's out shopping, spending all their money. I wonder, I actually haven't logged in yet, but I'm going to log in a little while here to see what kind of Black Friday specials they have for coffee deals. And if I find any good ones, I'll post it later on some of my socials. So keep an eye out for that if I find something. I didn't even look. Yesterday was like a total family day. I enjoyed playing cards with the kids and making supper. And I made this amazing pumpkin cheesecake. So obviously I enjoyed eating that. So yeah, that was pretty much what we did, was eat and hang out and play with the kids. And we played a little bit of video games. I like Pac-Man. Pac-Man is one of my favorite games to play. So we have this game called Pac-Man 256, and you can it's a multiplayer Pac-Man game, so that's really fun. You have to work together to stay alive as long as you can. It's a really fun game. So anyway, I don't really got much going on today as far as coffee goes, so I am going to go ahead and head out. I mean, I would let you just stay here and watch me food prep all day, but I am not a food prep channel. I am a coffee making channel. So now that I'm done making coffee, I am going to go make a whole bunch of meals that can go into the freezer and enjoy my afternoon. Actually, it's only morning still, but enjoy my day with my kids, cooking and probably cleaning, because that's what you do when you cook. You cook and then you clean. So that's my plan for the rest of the day. And then maybe I'll check out some Black Friday deals. If you find any cool Black Friday special deals, make sure you send them to me on either Instagram, like DM me on my Instagram, or even on Facebook. If there's like a coffee deal that I can't live without, send it to me. I will check it out, because I'm always looking for a good deal, you know? So anyway, today I used this Southern Comfort vanilla spice to make an eggnog cortado. It was amazing. Don't forget to enter in the drawing for a free bag of coffee and a mug, which I will be doing the drawing. I don't know which day I have it scheduled for. I'm pretty sure it's Monday. I don't know if Monday is December 1st because I don't know my dates right now. But on Monday, as long as it's December 1st, which I'm pretty sure it is.
Black Friday is the last day.
I think it's December 1st. But anyway, on Monday, I will announce the giveaway for November, and then we'll talk about the giveaway for December so you guys can enter for that. I want to make sure that all of my viewers get a fresh bag of coffee, and this is the best way to do it, is for me to partner with these specialty coffee roasters and get them in your hands. So remember, keep on brewing, guys.